We're taking our time.
Oh, I know what it was.
So see, it wasn't even your fault.
No. You're gonna have to put headphones on.
Why?
Because her coming through the speakers is gonna hit the mic and be in that
Feedback.
echo shit.
So see, it wasn't your
Shut
fault.
the fuck up.
Oh my God. I'm hiding from the security guard.
Now, can you hear?
Yeah.
Is it loud?
I mean, I can hear,
Okay,
but I
then.
can also hear myself.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, listen.
Why are you so grouchy?
Okay. Now, if you need to mute,
Really, because the last time when you were muting, your shit wasn't
let them
muted.
tell it what the fuck ever.
I was listening to
Okay,
you.
go on now. Shit. Do you what the fuck I gotta do?
He wants to pretend right now that
Did he eat dinner?
Yes, I just fed him.
Oh my God. Is he dehydrated?
He needs water. He's dehydrated. I don't know what he's doing.
Maybe
Okay.
constipated.
Could be. I would ask, but I don't want to get in trouble.
How was your day?
Good.
Good.
And I didn't know you were still at work.
Yeah, I'm hiding. If I look a little weird, I'm hiding from the security guard.
Not the hiding. Doing one of these. I just need a breather. Give me a second, please.
Like,
Terrible.
excuse me, what are you doing?
Crying.
I'm like,
It's so much to deal with.
well, I was meditating until you came and interrupted me.
Right? I didn't know you were still at work.
Yeah, man, they got me. Like, supposed to be 12 hours. And they're like, oh, I'm going to need you to stay 16 hours.
And see, that's what I was figuring, 12 hours. Because I was like, well, maybe she went in 7 in the morning. She'll be off. No, they're keeping you longer.
Me too.
I think I need to come out there and show them who's boss. I mean, you may not have a job after, but at least I told them off.
I get enough trouble by myself. I want to leave here and come meet you. I don't want to be here. What they say, I hate it here.
I know, I see them say that a lot. I hate it here.
No, I'm going to start saying it.
Let's see. So, we have our questions. Let's see. First question. We got to start over.
I mean, we started right now.
I think we've been started. Remember last time we were just chit-chatting?
Yeah.
He didn't tell us we were already on. So we was that whole 15 minutes just lollygagging.
But it was like pre-recorded, right? Like right now, are we with everybody, with all the friends in the chat?
No. Because he was going to do that, but he said he'll do a premiere. Okay. So it'll seem like, I don't know.
Let me ask you a question. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
So you going to pretend?
I mean, because he keep looking at me like, where's your mask? But if you can hear me, I'll just...
Yeah, I can hear you. Okay. Really? Okay. Like, are you around anybody?
No, I'm not, but you know they
I'd
make
be damned if I put on a mask and I look at him back. Something wrong? Jeez. I be sneaking doing that in the supermarket. I take it off and just walk around. see security walking by. I be like, dang, it's hot in here. Then I put it back on.
I saw him when he first got to you. He was walking around like this with the mask down here. I'm like,
yeah, like you might as well not even have it on. I don't get people like that, but
yeah.
So, okay, so I know this is our second time going through these. Actually, there were some new ones.
She has a mask on.
Oh, good.
She has to.
Because why?
I have to what?
Because the security is looking at her.
For real?
Yeah.
You want me to take it off? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. He's like, why she
I'll
got the
take it off.
mask over?
When he leaves, I'll take it.
Oh,
What'd he say?
optics.
What does that mean? What is optics?
He's saying looks.
I don't know what optics. I'm just a nurse.
You know what? There was one question. I don't see it anymore. Why not?
Optics.
I'm. There's one question I want to ask
Okay.
that they. But actually, I don't see it anymore on here, which is
Okay.
weird. But I'm gonna get it off of his. Off of his first question. Um, do you want a third wife? And this is from Sunshine 48. Do you want a third wife?
When
What
was
would
that?
they think about you wanting a third?
Was that a
So,
hello? How you doing? Was that an offer or just inquisitive? My
I
one.
think it was just inquisitive. He's already answered that. No, he does not have a third wife. And we've already answered. We don't think nothing of it. So, right?
And no.
This one is what got me. And when he sent this to me, I said either you're going to go off or the question just isn't going to get answered. So this is from Dope Experience.
Yeah.
Sex. Do y'all do it together, like all three? 1 week on, 1 week off, tag team, schedule. What's it like? Thanks.
So is that a female?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna. None of that is really anybody's business. If that was, this is our relationships. It's not a community project. This isn't. Let's all participate. And don't get me wrong. Before y'all go nuts, I understand we're here on this platform, talking to people. But I mean, have some decorum. I mean, whenever y'all see a post about we down for orgy, go ahead and inbox us. Then, you know, until that happens, I think sometimes like people don't understand boundaries. It's hard enough doing this, right?
Yeah.
And and that's not. And he said it before too. That's not even what this is about.
Uh, Many
You know what I'm
times
saying?
he said it.
Yeah. So I get a
So
little offended and a little heated when I
I
see those questions.
and when that's why I said I'll leave it to you. So ditto.
Yeah.
You know, I second everything you just stated. So third, Pretty Eyes Diva asks, how do they maintain equally spending time with you, or do they equal spend time with you? Is there a schedule in place? Do all parties make joint decisions? Do either or both of the wives plan on having children with you? And would they consider living in the same household? I know we
Your
touched
turn.
on this. We touched on this previously when we were speaking. Um, I'll start from the bottom. Same household. We, said, me personally, I said I wouldn't mind as long as there's enough space for everyone. Um, you, I know you stated, same neighborhood. So, same thing. Because I'll either be at your house, you'll be at.
Right.
So, either way, um, we'll all still be together. So, um,
And my main reason for that, like he says, when he's like, they both get on my nerves. Then it's like, can you imagine in one house, like him, you, I mean, no one has any where to run to for some peace. So I feel like for the sanity part of it, you
which
know
is
what I
why
mean?
wherever he isn't, I'll be at that house.
Yes.
So if he's not at yours, I'll be at your house, and
Like, you need to do something with your husband. Sending him down the
exactly.
street.
Exactly. You'd be like, wait, that's your husband too? Mm-mm, not today. Not today. It's all yours. So, let's see. Uh, plan on having children. I'll just say, if it happens, it happens. So,
I'll change the diapers for y'all.
there you have it. See, does all parties make joint decisions? I'm lost on that one. Uh,
Huh?
do we all make joint decisions? I guess not joint as to say for all three, but joint when it's he and I, joint when it's you and him.
Hmm.
So,
I do feel like we all have vested interests in each other.
yes.
So when y'all make decisions, you know, my role is to support whatever that is. I don't have to be including decision. I support the team and whatever my role is with that decision.
Oh, and you and I make our own. So, see, when
Right,
it's always one out
right.
like that for me, that's how I feel.
That's why, you know, I wanted to say, as a couple of guys in there comment too about how do you make it work. And
Mm,
I always maintain, you know, he has to be the center, the focus. But like you
right.
say, it won't work without the wives, you know, making it work.
He knows that. Like, I'll take a stand if he's like, you know what, she acting up. I'd be like, oh, okay. So I guess I catch attitude too. You ain't gonna have one without the other. I'll be like, oh, so
But I like that you're diplomatic. Like I've yet to reach that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I can be diplomatic if it doesn't affect me.
and see, I do it even when it doesn't affect me, but just so everyone is okay.
Yeah,
I don't like nobody blowing up, you know, especially if I think I've done my job. I don't want nobody to
yeah.
be like at the end. Um, let's see. Is there a schedule in place? No. I
Right.
get tired, fly away.
You know what's so funny? The other day when it was funny you said it's like when he's out there, I'm like I'm not calling her, and then when he was out here, you was like I'm not gonna call. Isn't that so funny? Like that wasn't a rule we made. It's just like a mutual respect thing. We both was, you know,
It's out of respect.
yeah,
That's how I feel.
yeah,
And it was like I was like, no, spend all the time. That's why you're there. You know,
yeah.
you're there for a
I
reason.
just thought it was cool that we both felt like that, and never verbalized that rule.
No,
It was fun. We both just did that.
that's because even back then it was like I wasn't. I don't know if we weren't on. Not saying we weren't on speaking terms.
Hmm.
We hadn't been able to because Massa was keeping us away from each other.
Yeah.
So there's no schedule. Um, so yeah, I believe that answers the how do we maintain equally spending time because actually it would just be whatever he wants to do.
Right.
Um,
Where you going?
he ain't going nowhere. Oh, I thought that last night. So remember I told you we weren't talking. So he was watching TV, and then all of a sudden he got up and he picked stuff out, like new stuff.
Hmm.
Where he going at night? Like I wanted to ask him too, but wasn't talking. So I was like, well, I'll see you in about 15 minutes. I thought he was gonna go for a run at night because he used
Mm.
to do that. Next question. Aquarian Chancellor asks, can they have another husband or are they limited to just dealing with you?
Oh, he likes answering that question.
He has his. Hey, he has his earbuds in. Can they have another husband or are they limited to dealing with just you?
You can have another husband. You can have these to go with you. Take these with you. Yeah, there you go there.
Well, that answers that question. Melvin Himes asks, "How did first wife feel about your decision of adding to the family, or was it her idea?" So he just walked out of here. What I remember him saying is that, wait, what did he say? What did you say?
About what?
Um, how did first wife feel about your decision of adding to the family?
I wore her down. She knew I wasn't gonna stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Take that, take that.
You know what's funny?
He's so quick with the answers.
He waited for your permission. You know what I'm saying?
You
This
think
summer.
so?
Well, this summer he definitely it was a mutual respect thing. But if you notice, not until your permission, if you will, then I was even a title, right?
He was like, I actually said it first because he was like, I'm going. I was like, ooh, do some footage. And he was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. I'm like, I know you have, footage and just get some more. And he was like, all right, I'll see if she want to. I don't think he thought I would, say it, but it was like, I know you're going out there. Go ahead, I'd like to see. And when he sent it to me, because he sent it to me before he posted it, I said, I knew I liked her for a reason.
And I text him. I'm like, did she say this okay? Were you supposed to post that? Did you get permission?
I did, and because it was like respect, even without us speaking. It was just like, you know what? I was like, I knew I liked her for a reason. But he's so crazy. Let's see. Demetrius King asks, how to find couples who you can be friends with. I don't know.
I know, right?
Because we don't, no new friends. We don't need,
Right.
we're each other's friends. We're each other's company. I know he gets tired of us, but it is what it is.
What do I have?
Anyways, Judas Locke says, how do they maintain a great relationship? We've answered this one all the time. We have respect for each other. You let me vent.
Mhm.
I try to pull it out of you. Because sometimes it's just like, I'm okay. Like, no.
And I'm like, are you sure?
Like,
But like I was saying the other day, I don't think people realize you and I like doing this. This is fairly new. Like after all these years, you know what I'm saying?
yes.
So but I also want to say for you, like that's a lot of years to just somebody's there. But like I said, I don't think other than existing, which is its own issue, right? I always was mindful of not disrespecting you. You know what I'm saying? Or even if I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, my wife is getting on my nerves. What I say? What did you do? What did you do? Right? Just before you and I ever spoke. So is that the overseer?
I guess he's I don't know if he can't hear you.
I can hear everything.
No, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
I can hear him.
You hear this?
See, you guys, abusive. He just doesn't
didn't-
show it on camera.
He didn't want to be on camera, but he missed
He
him.
keep,
Yeah.
he keep coming over here. Red October asks, are they actual wives? Yes. Have contracts, have paperwork, actual wives. Haitian Fab 31 says, ways of communicating and managing emotions while co-parenting. This one, again, I let him do all his parenting. I feel it's not my position, even though stepmom, but I don't feel it's right to be chastising and telling another child that I didn't give birth to something. So
Well, we didn't do that. We didn't start off like that. I was like very much like, your dad, and she's spoiled, right? So I'm like, she listens to your dad. I tell him, honey, why do you let her? You know what I'm saying? I didn't come in there being the favorite.
You're talking about mini me?
Yeah.
Leave my baby alone. She
No,
be
no.
honest.
He makes her that way.
Make it what
Yeah.
way?
Spoiled.
Were you mother two not spoiled when y'all grew up?
I'm a middle
No,
child.
I
Yeah.
was never. I'm the oldest. I was not spoiled.
Okay.
See? So no. Um Haitian in the ways of communicating, I just I you know, I let a lot of stuff build up before I can say anything. And then I explode. So my ways of communicating isn't as good as it should be. I probably should just express and say what I want and what I need to see or make happen at the beginning of everything. And you were telling me that too earlier.
Which am I communicating with him or just with each other?
It says, well, he's asking about co-parenting,
Oh,
and
okay, okay.
that's what I'm saying. So,
Gotcha. Yeah.
with her, I let her do all of what she does,
Yeah.
and then I explode, but I don't explode on her. I
Yeah.
explode on him,
Mm-hmm.
and then I let him parent.
Yeah.
You want to add to that? Weirdo. What happened? You almost fell. So Mia Perry asked, "How do they deal with backlash or explaining to family?" I'm grown. My family says, "Look what are you doing?" So
Oh,
we
you
know
know
what
what he's
that meant.
doing? You know what
Yeah,
he's doing?
yeah. She don't like that.
Don't like what?
What you doing?
I know what he's doing. Can you hear me?
He said he could, but I doubt it.
I what? I could what?
Hold on. Tell him. Hold on. I gotta show him something. Hold on.
She says, "Hold on."
I got an answer for his will.
She ain't talking about nothing.
You see that? Yeah. I know.
Oh, oh Lord.
You know why he's shooting, right? Like he on target practice when he
Mm-hmm.
looking at these hoes.
Exactly. I knew. I was like, you see what he doing? Oh
What do you
Lord,
went get?
he in there doing something.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna answer this before he gets in. We
It's pretty
grown.
and purple.
My family is, the all do what you want.
Yeah.
Whatever makes you happy, do it.
Like
So
I said,
that's me.
mine know about him, and that's all they need to know.
Basically.
Yeah.
So let's see. Lorville 1993 asks, "Do your wives ever get jealous?" No, no need to.
If
We each
anything,
have,
it's the camaraderie.
yeah. We have our own relationships with him. Like I told you,
Mm-hmm.
um, like earlier on, I think this was like a month ago. I was like, it doesn't bother me. I've never felt jealousy when it comes to you because they're separate. You know,
Yeah.
my relationship is separate, and so he never, girl, he ain't went and got nothing.
Hold on, I can't close this knife. Let me close it for security. Come back. Hold on.
Thought you really went and got something. Forgot you ain't got nothing. You don't know where my stuff is.
Okay.
Did you close it?
Yeah. I wanted somebody. I forgot what part of the question I was going to answer. Something I lost my thought.
From which one? The
Lord
family one?
down? Was it Lord down?
Oh, do your wives ever get jealous?
No. Let
Okay,
me go
Mia
back to it.
Perry. About the backlash from family?
Oh yeah, and again, that part of that question, and there was a guy. I forgot. Forgive me. In the chat was a guy about having the two wives meet. Number one, and then someone else like how to tell the family. So that is a lot.
Yeah, that's true. It is.
Definitely do it when you feel like it's ready.
Honestly, will anyone ever really be ready to see someone else happy or
Yeah, yeah.
happier than what they want you to
Hmm.
be? Um, Ednice Augustine asks, "Are your marriages legal and in what states?" So again, very much legal.
I told somebody, I'm like, a wife is a title. You know what I'm saying? It's like all the ins and outs. We're not trying to get him to go to jail.
Right? So we did answer Sunshine 48's. Visualism asks, "Do your wives think that one loves you more than the other? What love language did you use to explain the need for another wife? Could all of you live under the same roof at some point in time? Thank you." I'll let you go with that one.
I still feel the same. It's not about loving better. You know, it's just about maybe loving differently.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I don't think he was prepared for. Because if he's like, oh, I want both of these, right? And it's
Yeah.
it's just different.
I've
And
all
what's so funny, we're alike in a lot of ways, and we're different in a lot of ways. But it counts.
true.
That's why I say he does get.
And I was thinking about that. I was like, because more and more now I see our differences.
Hmm.
But earlier on, I was like, we do this the same, we have that the same. So
Hmm.
earlier on, we were like showing all our similarities, but now it's, showing how different we are too.
Yes.
So I think loving differently is, you know, I think it's, good for him. He
Hmm.
has the best of both worlds.
He can handle
Um,
it.
so I heard you in one of y'all's videos talk about love language,
Yes.
and it asked what love language. Oh, this is for him. Come here, sir. Because I heard you say it, and I've never thought of love language. I always just love is love.
Hmm.
It's just a feeling. But what love language did you use to explain the need for another wife?
I
Anyway,
was saying his love language is gifts and like uh deeds
Wait, what was the question
or
again?
see
what
how
he
he don't
what he say?
Love language. What love language I use for who?
to explain the need for another wife.
I told you. I laid out all the the
I
pros
mean,
and cons of it. And then when we was ready to pull the trigger, you were like, nah, nah, I'm cool, because all you kept thinking about was sex. I said, it's not even about that. And so,
I
yeah,
did. I was like,
yeah,
wait, so because that's what every woman thinks about,
that's so
you
low,
know.
that's so at the
You know what?
very base, that's so just low level thinking.
Can you hear me?
Can you
Or
hear her?
just you?
Nope.
Just me.
Ask him what's his love language with you and how does it differ between us?
So, what's your love language with me, and then how does it differ between the two? Because it's different. So, I know she was saying that yours is gifts, like your, and you know what? I'm not materialistic, so he
Me
doesn't
either.
have to buy me anything.
You just want my presence. When you want my presence.
So, is that your love language with me? You
It's
show
timing.
up,
It's timing with us. I show up when you're ready for me to show up. When you're ready to be a fucking good wife.
and
And what? And for her,
which wife number two? Did
I
you
need
know the memes
affirmation.
where the woman be eating the man, and he just sitting there letting her eat his arm
What do
and
you
shit,
say?
and he's like, oh, okay, that's what that shit is. That's how she is.
What he say?
So he's basically, correct me if I'm wrong because I'm just gonna sum up what you just said. That sounded like, um, I want to say a vampire, but
I'm a vampire?
emotional. He says,
I ain't gonna say it's emotional
no.
vampirism, but she draws from me. I guess
He
I'm the
says
energy
you
source,
draw
and she
from
just
him,
draws, and she just
like
pulls and pulls and pulls.
If he wouldn't be using all that energy on shit he don't need to be, he would have energy for it.
that hurt you, didn't it?
Hit my watch.
So she says affirmations.
Yeah, that's her thing. Yeah.
Do you give it?
think so.
His face.
When y'all need me, I show up, right? At the end of the day, when y'all need me, do I not show up?
Relax, relax, relax. We didn't say you're not showing it.
The fuck she talking
We're
about?
just saying how we can speak different languages.
Give me
You,
a headphone. Give me a headphone.
Because he just feels you over here talking
Give me a
shit.
motherfucker, give me a headphone. What'd you say? What you talking about?
I was saying first. I was saying relax. Like it's
She
not
wasn't
about
talking bad.
um if you show up or not when we need you. You know, you've been dealing with both of us long enough to know how you have to communicate with her and how you have to communicate with me, right? Like sometimes when y'all talking, I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. If you was to talk to me like that, I would cry. And you
Yeah,
know it,
yeah, yeah, yeah. Right.
right?
I can be aggressive with her in talking. Cause
Remember
she
Oh
y'all
built
yeah,
for it.
first
she can't.
Wow, she built for
that
it.
first video y'all posted of marriage and Mayhem,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh my god, y'all relationship, y'all dynamic so different from ours. Remember that?
Yeah, most people would probably call it dysfunctional.
No, no,
They really would, cause I'm just like, nah, don't do what you can't do
no,
what we do.
and I didn't even mean it
We
dysfunctional.
dysfunctional?
I don't think so.
I know.
I don't even mean dysfunctional. I meant it was so
The hell
different.
with them.
You know what I'm
We're not
saying?
Yeah, that's what's
dysfunctional.
up. All right.
Oh my god.
We ain't dysfunctional.
No, babe, we're not dysfunctional, but you see how these people be like, oh,
We just like to live.
you just, yeah, there you
I didn't say y'all was dysfunctional, by the way. That was
Oh
him.
no, I. Because if we're dysfunctional, guess what? You're dysfunctional too.
That's why.
Because
Remember, I was like, "Oh my God!" The way he was, if he's the way he said some things to you that to me, and you laugh, I would cry.
oh yeah, well, because I don't take him serious.
But that's
I
good.
mean, I do. Right at you, babe.
But that's
But I
good.
don't. So
That's yeah.
I like
That's
to
why
add
you're my
on with
hero.
that.
Hmm.
But I like to add to that. When he said earlier, he said he just wore me down. Um, I had told you that when he spoke on another wife, it was when about a year, maybe 2.5 years after y'all had started talking. So I had always heard your name. I would see Veronica in the emails or whatever, and you know that's when it came up. So it's been what, almost 9 years,
Hmm.
and so you are the one that he wanted to anyway. It was like he had an idea, he saw something in you, and then that's when he started asking me. So it was around 2.5 years after y'all had started talking. So he already had an idea of who he wanted to add on, with
Hmm.
the addition. We answered about the same roof thing at one point. So basically, I'm gonna just sum it up for y'all. She doesn't want to. Necessary says down the street is close enough. She agrees a lot with him. I'm the one that, you know, I'll butt heads.
And it's
Just
not.
because.
It's just because when he having a tantrum, we can't both take the bullet, right? It's like somebody got to have a safe space.
It's okay. I'll take the bullet for you. You
Oh,
know.
I take them.
See? You take them, you don't like to, but you will.
But you
It's
know what?
okay. And
We
I
both
don't
can
want
talk the
to.
other one. We both can talk the other one down
True.
when cause he acts up differently with us, and I'm like,
Which is weird.
and you like explaining, and he with you, and I'm like, okay, you know.
It's weird. But yeah,
Hmm.
I don't pay him no attention. I really don't. So, Netta Youngblood asks, do they want to have more children? If it happens, it happens. Self-made empath. She just states, I'm all for the unconventional love. Kudos. Does the arrangement give permission to have a brother husband? No. Fortunate for us, no. And I only say fortunate because we get enough from him I don't want to add on to that.
I think that's why it works too, because you know how we both independent, we both need solitude at times. Well, all three
Yes,
of us need that solitude. So I think it's a perfect arrangement.
it is. It's just I see you with more fun in it because I'm just, I have to go in other rooms, and here it is. You have a whole state.
Mm-hmm.
uh, Niecy Stone. There's always so much competition between women. Do the women ever get jealous of each other because you may be spending too much time with one, etc.? Okay, so we don't have competition because we both have him
Mm-hmm.
equally. Um, and he don't spend too much time with one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, I feel that we ask for time to be spent, and he's the type. If he's around, he's around. If he feels like talking, he'll talk. So I've gotten used to, not really dealing with him on a daily basis, you know. Um,
Mm-hmm. Me too.
so it's like I don't think, for me, I don't think he spends too much time with one or the other because if I get tired of him, I
Mm-hmm.
could shoot, fly, shoot on the Texas.
Especially when we was all in three states, it was like it was more quality time than quantity, which is cool.
Yeah, let's see. Okay, so Lori Brown just says why, just why?
Yeah,
Because
I
we
saw that.
can, because that's what we want to do.
And you know what's interesting? Like, other than, like I said, the judgmental comments, which you leave yourself open to that if you're on this platform, I guess. And I'm even okay with a healthy dialogue, but if you're
Yeah.
just coming on there to shit, then y'all can go left. Or, like I said too, and I'm going to repeat that, have some respect, even for things you don't understand. Not even the judgment part. I'm even okay with the judgment part because I truly don't have to answer, but I'm okay with talking about it. But it's these disrespectful females about, oh, Sly must be putting it down, whoop de whoop. Oh, nah, honey. And like I said before, I'm not Michelle Obama. I don't go high when you go low. We're going to both go to hell together. So I'm like, just have some respect. If you see us or anything, and the first thing you think about is another man's sex that you're observing, you need to really reevaluate your own life and inventory what you need.
Or the one where we were talking about the woman that already has a husband was asking about the shadow of some balls.
Oh,
Like, what? Aren't you
see,
married, ma'am?
I just can't. And sometimes, I just can't. I'm gonna like you think first and respond. I react. I don't owe nobody nothing they not giving me. You're not giving me no respect. I don't owe you nothing either. And we could do that. I don't care
True.
if you get mad and don't talk to me. If you like, oh, that's the sub second. I don't give a damn. No, because when you open that door, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's so disrespectful. I would never.
And when I'm gonna tell you something too after. Um, so Mia Mercery just says wives. Yes, two of us.
You are
Hello.
primary.
I see. There you go. I always.
No, really.
I don't. I know, but I don't. One or two. Like I don't. Sometimes I even feel weird calling you
Right.
by the nickname he says. So that's why I just use your whole name at times, and or then no, because sometimes I'd be like, "Girl," in my head, but when I'm texting, I'd be like, and I'll use your name,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm like, I don't want to be saying girl, or, but that's me. I'd be like,
You
girl,
overthinking.
I
But
don't know
even
why.
me, it's like when I'm addressing you, I'm like, Hello, wife. You know what I'm saying? You're not necessarily my wife, you the wife. You know,
Yeah.
all of that is a real thing. I have the utmost respect for that.
Yeah. Um. So the next one is Lamar Fletcher. Oh, I think he was actually. Nope, I'm not gonna do this one.
Oh,
Because it's not a question. It's
okay. It's disrespectful.
no.
Oh.
It's a Bible verse.
Oh, is that the one saying? Is that the one I was responding to?
I don't know. Did you? Let's see. Oh, you did. Oh, oh. I didn't see all of this, and you guys went. Oh, so that's a whole. If you guys want to go ahead and read that, y'all can go pull it up and read it. I'm not gonna. I didn't even notice. I
Mhm.
and that was 2 days ago. That tells you I don't be going back and forth on this thing.
That's okay. I love
And
God, but what you're not gonna do is use a verse against me because I'll have one to contradict exactly what you're saying. And if you using the Bible for verbatim, then you have more. Uh, what's the word I want? You have more demons than you want to recognize.
mm, see, and I know your background. I I was pretty much all over the place. You know, Methodist, Catholic,
Hmm.
Baptist,
Me
Mormon,
too. Hmm.
Mormon. I've done Jehovah's Witness.
Mm.
I just be everywhere.
Mm.
But correct me if I'm wrong. In the Bible, didn't some of them have more than one wife?
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
And some of them slept with men, and all of that. So,
Yikes.
but that's what I'm saying. By the time that get translated to a human, the human has added a little more sauce to it, right?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be, right, right.
Always. Because they always want to make it to fit their narrative and the reason why they're saying this is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so maybe that's why. I mean, I don't know too much about,
All I
uh,
said, when it's like the Bible said, you leave your parents and you find a wife, you find a good thing. I said, well, if you found two, you found a great thing. And he said
yeah.
that the Bible says it's meant for one wife, but
Is
I
that what he
said,
said?
yeah. So that's when I said, well, why they had two of everything on the ark?
That part. You're right there.
It's like don't come at me and you know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Oh.
Whoever you are that wrote that, I'm not arguing with you. I'm trying to get you to relax, number one. And we are all human. Your sins not on blast on YouTube, so it's easy to sit there and judge.
Wait, so you read the other one too, right?
Which one?
After you said, however, the ark had two of all creatures. You read that next one?
Uh-uh.
From Donimus Haybet Power. He responds to Lamar and says, wow, now you see ignorance at its best. To say the ark has two, I'm laughing. So right, just reading this crap. But look at the name. But when people doesn't believe what is true, they believe the lies to be true. He has question marks.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever's but into one is definitely polluting their soul. But hey, it is a judgment day. And so on that day, these are exclamation points, when they say it was two on the ark, then they will know then, question mark.
Bruh.
Shalom, peace.
No, we don't care about Bible shit.
So,
So,
don't be,
No, we
stay
don't.
over there.
what's funny to me, the irony and all that. So they have all that person had all that to say, but yet
Mm-hmm.
you're on his channel. And if you know anything about him, so the fact that you're over there, number one, you're over there. I want to see your paperwork where God sent you down to come over here and correct us.
Right.
And until I see that notified, no, I mean notary certified letter, you keep that over there.
Yeah, which is so crazy because
Or
I'm
start your own
like,
channel. It's like, do you sit around and go, let me go see who I can judge today?
There are so many of those. I sometimes it's like whatever. Like somebody said something a while back on one of them, and they were like, "Oh, in the Bible, it's not meant for that." And I'm like, had nothing to do with the Bible. I
Mm-mm.
ain't said nothing about it, But
On
they
interpretation.
always try to get you with the Bible stuff and make it seem like
Right.
it's
For the
concrete.
Bible tells me so.
But then it's like that Bible was written and rewritten
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
rewritten and
Mm-hmm.
rewritten. Like, come on now. So then Chisel Prep just says my wives aren't aware of each other yet.
Oh yeah, that's I read that line. I kind of felt bad. Well, one of them, the
Do
wives
you?
didn't know each other. Well, because he said I suggested they might not get along, and I was like, oh, that's an issue, which I understand if that's why they haven't met. But if they won't get along, he might have to not rethink it, but he might have to realize if they don't get along, then he's not at the center because this is not a life for selfishness and self-centeredness.
And that is selfish.
Yeah, so
But I
mm,
told him when I read it, I was like, I don't believe it. I mean, because for one, you're on, you know, a platform saying that. Now, if both wives know be on YouTube, they're going to find. And then,
mm,
so I was like, I honestly don't believe what he's saying. But hey, if it's
yeah,
true,
if they're even wives, if that's the case, he shouldn't call them wives if they're not on the same page.
with a lot of that, I see, uh, then that's always that term wifey. And it's like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you can't, for me, I always say you can't do wifey things if
Mm-hmm.
it's not
Mm-hmm.
real, like, I don't know.
I just said these two females you're dealing with. If
Yeah,
they wives, then that's a term and a title they should take serious. You know what I'm saying? And if the husband is the head, there you go.
because you and I both take it serious.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, like I said, I don't be paying him no mind. It's just like we're friends,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like, oh, sister wife comes next,
Mm-hmm.
because I won't let him dog you.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gonna let him dog me.
Mm-hmm. That's when we
Like
get on his nerves if we're on the same side.
like I told you, we can tag team together. Be like, what? I'm in one ear, you in the other,
Mm-hmm.
and then make him walk away and think about life.
He's a brat. He don't like to be held accountable. He's spoiled. That's your fault.
Oh,
You spoiled him.
you know what? I'll take the blame for 65% of that. The
That's
rest
some
is all on.
sisterhood.
The rest is all on you. All on you.
And you know
Cause
what's crazy? You know how I was telling you, like, oh my God, if he talked to me like that, I would just cry. But when my limit is when I'll have a lot of patience with him beyond what I thought I had, right?
mm-hmm.
But when I get there, it's hard to get me down because I feel like, I'm pretty easygoing despite, telling these hoes off in the comments. With him, I'm very easygoing and patient, even if he act, you know what I'm saying?
And
So I feel
there's our
like,
difference.
well, that's what I'm saying. So if I got to that point and I'm just like blowing up, I feel not heard, number one, not validated, or you're unconcerned. And any woman in a relationship don't want to feel like that. It don't matter if
Nope.
you one wife or 10 wives. I'm
Nope.
still a woman at the end of the day.
And you, but then he always says, "Quit being a girl." Really?
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't. For him to be a Cancer, I told him that. I said, I don't see your
Mm-mm.
emotion. Like he hides it in his shell.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and you never know anything. Well, I know when something's wrong. I can
Mm-hmm.
see it and hear it and sense it.
Yeah.
But he won't explain. He won't go into great detail of
Mm-hmm.
what's really wrong. until after it's passed. He waits. He waits he'll say he's sick, but he won't tell me until like 2-3 days after the
Mm-hmm.
fact.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, well, we could have got this and that. But so I had to pick up on stuff like that. And so now it's like, I know when something's wrong with him, even though he ain't gonna tell me. I leave him alone. I just let
But
him.
you know what I told you the other day? I was like, what's so funny? When he needs that diplomatic person, level headed, he is opening up to you. You know what I'm saying? Not that he don't tell you stuff when he mad, but when it's an emotion attached to a feeling, then he tells me those things. You know what I'm saying? Because if he right or wrong, if he mad, I'm mad too, right?
Yes.
But
Not
he
me.
needs,
Like, he mad. I'd be like, oh, you'll be all right.
yeah. I'm like, who said what? What? You know what I'm saying?
And that's what he was saying, right? Babe?
Mm.
You're like, when something go wrong, you know which one of us to go get, because it won't be me. He always goes for you. And that's you. Something's wrong, you be like, who did it? And me, I'd be like, oh, who did it? You'll be alright.
But you
Like,
told me to.
get over
You told me to
yourself.
calm down before.
Because
I understand.
I'd be like, shh, we're gonna
I'm
keep a low
understand, but
profile.
I got to say what I got to say because I feel like if you're gonna say what you get to say, I get to too.
Yeah. Or then when you say, oh, can I do this? Should I do this? And I'd be like, no.
Yeah.
And then
If I
you come
ask
back
you,
5 minutes.
open.
You be like 5 minutes later. Okay, I did it. I'm like, what? I
Some of these
said
people
no.
so disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know, I can't. I can. I don't. Mm-mm. I have to work at being diplomatic. What you see is what you get, and if you coming like that, I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I don't care if he get mad or they unsub or they want to go with. Come on, let's go. Because I think both of y'all know me. Both of y'all know me by now. If somebody says something disrespectful, I'm gonna comment.
Oh yeah. I see stuff and hear it, and I'm like, oh, she's not gonna like this one. And he'd be like, what? And I'm like, right here. And I don't say anything to you because I'm like, well, maybe she won't see it. And then, you know, I be praying in my head. I'm like, no, just don't, just let it go. And then he'll be like, she done seen it. See her typing away.
I've
That
seen you
one.
be diplomatic with some people, and I'm like,
Yeah, I would try to. I'd be like, girl, it's good. No. You'd be like, bitch, no. It's not good. She might have said it's good, but it
right.
ain't. And then him, he
Okay.
pretends he with the damn monkey emoji.
I know. Don't that piss you off?
I'd be like, say something.
Nah. He's like, oh, you said that on my page. Somebody gonna come in a minute.
But it ain't somebody. It's gonna be you. Your body. Your
He said,
body,
what he
your
say?
fingers.
You gonna get me in trouble with my wives or something? He'll say, yeah, you be a monkey because I'm gonna act an ass.
Or when it's something and I feel like it's just gone too far, then I'm like,
Hmm.
look,
Yeah.
her and me are saying this.
Yeah.
And if you don't stop it,
Hmm.
it's gonna escalate.
Like the old girl. Yeah, if you watching this to you, you know who you are. You needed to come on there and act like you needed to let everybody know you knew Sly at some point. You had your
Ah.
turn, ho. That's why you're gone.
Mm.
So get your mind right.
I could just be adding so much more, but I'm gonna just let it go on and
They
simmer right
lucky I'm
here.
at work. He probably gonna cut it out anyway. Oh, he gonna edit this, right?
No, because even the last one, when we was just gone doing whatever, I don't know what the hell we was doing, and he was like, "No, it's going on just like that," and I'm like, "Wait, what? All the bullshit we was doing in the middle, in the
I
beginning?"
was like, this gonna be chopped and screwed.
Yeah, no. He was like, "Nope, I'm going right on." So I know it's supposed to, so I don't know how he's gonna do it, but
Mm.
um, I guess we should be cutting it short.
Okay.
And
What you made for dinner?
I made him salmon a sweet potato with some cut up avocados. He's been eating leftovers. Remember that chicken I was trying to? I ended up making uh, chicken Alfredo, and
Oh,
he's
that's
been
cute.
eating on that. That damn chicken cacciatore he had me. I've never made it in my life, and I made it, and I don't eat it red sauce. I can't
Me
do it.
either. I
So
don't eat red sauce.
it's in the refrigerator. He does not want to throw it away. That was what, 3 days ago, 4 days ago. I'm like, I don't like leftovers in the refrigerator
Yeah, me
sitting for
either.
no longer than 2 days tops.
Right.
He don't want to.
He want to remix it.
He ain't touched it yet. That makes me feel bad. I kind of feel hurt because I put my all into that damn chicken cacciatore.
Well, the
Watching
sushi
all.
was lovely. It looked just gorgeous on the plate.
Thank you. Um, he he said I think it was the tuna. He was like, but the salmon was. But yeah, that's what he. I be giving him baby plates and stuff because
Why? He need to eat.
because he little, so
He need a nighttime snack, a morning snack, breakfast, lunch,
3 in the
dinner,
morning
a
snack.
protein shake. Look, last night I said the mic was next to him. I'm talking like he ain't gonna see this. Look at me. I'm tripping. The mic was next to him and he put his feet. God, the mic looked so little next to him. I said, no, he looked so little next to the mic. The mic, I said, Lord have mercy. He need a taco or something.
Oh, I did see. I caught that one. I was in my meeting, but I caught that one. Did you see the new post? The 147,
What's that?
147
Oh,
pounds.
his weight? Yes, child. Mm. And he always hungry. And he ain't gained no
Yeah,
weight.
that's what I told him. I said I don't even eat. I don't have an appetite, but here it is, me. He gonna say,
Um,
"Man, you a Mack truck."
what? And I'm sitting up here looking at hospital food. Want to eat what y'all eating?
I haven't eaten yet. I made him cupcakes. He
Oh,
done
what
had
kind?
cupcakes and the golden butter cake, and then I put chocolate frosting. So he's eating that. He done had salmon. He done had chicken alfredo. He done had seeds and snacks and stuff. He's he eats. I haven't eaten yet today because I'm not hungry for one. But I don't know. I'll go make some zucchini or something. So, sir.
What's up? Y'all done?
Dang.
He say we be cackling. Hens. That's what hens do, rooster.
What's up?
We're finished, so I'm gonna give the mic to him so he can. Oh, that's what you were supposed to do. Love you, Ronnie. I'm gonna go. I think I
Love
gotta
you,
do
wifey.
something. I don't know what I gotta go do.
Make you a plate to eat.
Let me go make the zucchini. I'll hand it off. Here, but let's try that.
Let's try it again. Come on. Get your ass on up.
Somebody was hollering, property, property.
Yeah.
Hi, honey.
What's up?
Remember, you were supposed to do the whatchamacallit.
What we gonna do?
Y'all was supposed to do a video with just y'all two, remember?
Go make your damn zucchini.
Try to do it. Try to fit it in.
Yeah. All right. What's up? What's up?
Hey, why you got them great sweatpants on? You know I like that.
Listen, I just grabbed some sweatpants and put them shits on. I was not thinking
I,
about.
yeah, I'm gonna set them bitches on fire.
Okay, you gonna be all right.
You gonna be all right. I like your face.
Don't you gotta go back to work or something? Go save lives and shit.
You are
Prevent
my work. You are my work.
That was funny.
I miss you.
Yeah.
I don't care if you take this out or leave it in. I can say what I want.
I'm gonna leave it in.
I still belong to you.
I know.
I wanna lick your face. I haven't like bitten you in a long time too.
We know.
Huh?
We know.
When we get off of here, I'm gonna text you something. I need you to do it for me, okay?
Okay.
So you had a good day, babe?
It was productive.
Oh, productive is good. I hope on some
Good.
good stuff.
Uh huh.
You're very powerful man. Use all that for good, not evil.
The evil.
Babe, what?
Got to.
I'm the only necessary evil you
Okay.
need.
Gotcha.
You got me?
Yep.
Okay, honey. You need anything?
Yes, money.
Why you think I'm sitting over here in a mask in the corner? I don't love money. I don't chase money, but money is a necessary evil, if you will, right?
Indeed.
We need it to do. I haven't gotten to spoil you in a long time.
Yeah, you are kind of fell off the
Don't.
wagon.
That's for me to say, not you.
Oh, okay.
You just like, oh, babe, it's okay. I still love
I
the
say it's
things you
okay. I
got
don't be
me.
tripping. I don't be hounding you like that. So I'm alright.
All
Nah, I
right,
just
honey.
when we do this motherfucking when we go get mini me.
You.
It's free.
Oh, March, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
I still need you to answer my question. It's very important.
Okay.
All right. You need anything?
Nah, that's it.
All right. Have a good night.
Alright.
I hope you're gonna review this before you do
Nah, no,
anything,
I'm not. I'm just too going. I'm just
honey.
gonna.
Okay. Well, read my email before you do that.
Oh shit.
No, I need
Okay.
you to do something for me. You can do
Uh,
it. You can do
okay.
anything.
All right. All through
You are
Christ.
amazing.
Everything through Christ. Exactly. No Satan. All right.
Bye, babe.
All right. Weirdos. Two of them.